Which country will be the next to outlaw cryptocurrency? Will cryptocurrency trade be lawful even if the country outright prohibits it? What type of ban, if any, will be implemented in certain countries? Hello folks, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll discuss what would happen to the world if crypto was to ever be banned globally. These are some of the concerns that cryptocurrency investors and others with an interest in the market have been contemplating in recent months. However, a more pertinent concern is whether the government has the authority to outlaw cryptocurrencies in the first place, and whether or not a prohibition will have an impact on the industry's capacity to continue operating. The answers might startle you. Many experts believe that because cryptocurrencies are just bits of computer code, they cannot be prohibited. Transferring cryptocurrency from one wallet to another is similar to exchanging music on a USB drive. Thus, a legislative prohibition will not prevent people from sending cryptocurrency to one another. According to Changpeng Zhao, CEO of Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, crypto may be classified as an asset, a commodity, a currency, or a security. However, cryptocurrency has intrinsic value and liquidity. Hundreds of millions of individuals are eager to process cryptocurrencies around the world. Someone can transfer you bitcoins and you can return the favor. He went on to argue that whether we name it a currency or not is irrelevant. If an agreement is reached, it serves as a means of trade. However, the government may always put up barriers to admittance at any point in time. Most Indian customers, for example, trade on exchanges since they are unfamiliar with the technical aspects of creating crypto wallets and other associated difficulties. The government might make it harder for mainstream people to trade in crypto if these sites are banned, which leads us to the second concern. Cryptocurrency banning, on the other hand, may be a horrible idea. If mainstream people are unable to trade on exchanges, they will look for other trading platforms. Transferring crypto may be as straightforward as sharing a movie on a USB flash drive, as previously stated. People might theoretically just locate someone ready to transfer the cash equivalent of a certain quantity of Bitcoin to their bank account. In other words, the cryptocurrency's illegal market trading. To put it simply, black market trading entails locating persons ready to exchange fiat cash for cryptocurrency. This was as simple as participating in popular crypto forums before exchanges, and it must be the same today. Because India has such a limited crypto user base, merchants would be free to sell to anybody in any country as long as they receive the fiat equivalent in the currency of their choice. Many people feel that outlawing cryptocurrencies in India will just boost the country's illegal market activity, which existed before crypto exchanges became popular. The prohibition may decrease the number of purchasers of cryptocurrency in the Indian rupee on any exchange, leaving existing crypto holders with little alternative except to sell their holdings elsewhere. Furthermore, the cryptocurrency industry is at the heart of much of today's worldwide innovation. Many financial goods, as well as other things, are made using the blockchain technologies designed for these currencies, notably the Ethereum and Bitcoin chains. Experts believe that if the limitation is implemented, it will be difficult to produce public blockchain-based commodities. In other words, if the government says you can't use Bitcoin, the currency's core blockchain becomes illegal as well. At least, many observers believe this is what might happen. This might stifle innovation in the blockchain business since companies would be forced to build their own blockchain systems from the ground up, which will cost a lot more money and effort. It's also like recreating the wheel with no guarantee that the sector can come up with better ideas than what's already available. The easiest approach to figure out how or if a cryptocurrency ban will work is to look at China's experience. The People's Bank of China, or PBOC, prohibited all cryptocurrency transactions in late September 2021. The PBOC criticized cryptocurrency's role in aiding financial crime as well as their high speculative character as posing a rising risk to China's financial system. Another rationale for the cryptocurrency prohibition might be an attempt to curb capital flight from China. Between 2019 and 2020, more than $50 billion worth of cryptocurrencies departed East Asian accounts for destinations outside the region, according to the Chainalysis blockchain analytics platform. Since China has such a large presence in East Asian cryptocurrency exchanges, Chainalysis believes that a large portion of the net outflow of cryptocurrency was due to Chinese capital flight. Although Chainalysis doesn't have a precise number of how much money left China between 2019 and 2020, they believe it to be in the $50 billion range. However, the prohibition had a little long-term impact on investors on the market, as the market quickly rebounded and even began to trend upward. Despite the prohibition, the Chinese mining pool presently controls over 60% of the worldwide hash rate, Bitcoin. This trend has been attributed to FUD, or fear, uncertainty, and doubt caused as a result of the ban and media attention, which results in decreased demand and pricing. But once the shock has passed, investments appear to return to normalcy. Investors simply switch from centralized crypto exchanges to peer-to-peer transactions, as India has already done. At this point, some of you may be wondering if the United States will outlaw Bitcoin. Bitcoin is presently legal in all 50 states of the US. It's not a security, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, yet it's a commodity like gold, according to the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission, or CFTC, which regulates it. Furthermore, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, of the United States Treasury Department published guidelines in 2013 noting that it's lawful to invest in Bitcoin and use it as a method of payment as long as the seller of the products or services is ready to accept it. The exact regulations on Bitcoin vary by state due to the patchwork of state and federal laws in the United States. For example, in Hawaii, businesses dealing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies must apply for a money transmitter license, whereas Wyoming has given digital currencies the same legal status as money. Given all of this, the danger of a blanket ban on Bitcoin in the United States looks to be low. Indeed, American companies have invested billions of dollars in Bitcoin, and the question of whether the US will launch its first Bitcoin ETF or exchange-traded fund continues to boil. However, there's still some dangers, since Bitcoin has been chastised by authorities and legislators. Gary Gensler, the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, has stated unequivocally that Bitcoin is a speculative asset that facilitates criminality and doesn't qualify as money. Meanwhile, Senator Elizabeth Warren is concerned that cryptocurrencies would subject the financial system to the whims of an anonymous gang of supercoders and miners. While there is no evidence that the United States is considering an outright ban on Bitcoin, it's theoretically possible to impose stringent regulatory requirements on the on-ramps and off-ramps to the Bitcoin ecosystem, making it extremely difficult to obtain and use the cryptocurrency without officially banning it. However, doing so might come at a significant financial penalty. Although it's evident that a government may issue an edict prohibiting the use of Bitcoin, executing such a prohibition in many nations would be difficult if not impossible. Individuals would very likely be able to download Bitcoin wallet software, run a node, and execute transactions with little effort unless the government imposes strong control over the internet. This is demonstrated by the fact that most nations that have already outlawed Bitcoin nevertheless have a considerable number of Bitcoin users. According to a 2019 survey by We Are Social, over 4% of Egyptian internet users possesses cryptocurrencies, while cryptocurrency market tracking company CoinMarketCap classified Pakistan as one of its fastest-growing user demographics in Q1 2020. Similarly, even in nations where internet restrictions are strictly enforced, a range of methods that may be used to circumvent them might make the effort futile. After all, it's impossible to impose a Bitcoin ban when anybody with a very simple software-defined radio or SDR dongle and an antenna can connect to the Bitcoin blockchain through the Blockstream satellite. There's also the matter of whether outlawing Bitcoin will merely encourage people to acquire it, as economist Saifuddin Ammous, author of the Bitcoin Standard, argues. According to his logic, a government crackdown on Bitcoin would show that the government in question is trying to limit people's financial liberties, while also highlighting the cryptocurrency's use. If our bank tells us we can't buy Bitcoin with our bank account, he says, that's simply advertising for Bitcoin. Governments, he claimed, may try to stifle Bitcoin demand by lowering the economic incentive to use it by producing a better alternative. But with Bitcoin becoming legal money in El Salvador and Ukraine on its way, the currency looks to be gaining traction among governments, and with each new country that embraces it, the probability of other countries banning cryptocurrency decreases. With that last piece of information, we've reached the end of today's video. We hope you liked our video. Please subscribe to our channel and remember to hit the like button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we release a new video, and share the video as far as possible because the more you know, the more you grow. Goodbye!